Thank you, Delano. Now on Bounce, are you thinking about adding some curb appeal to your home? Well, we have Cathay Dawkins here from Dawkins Landscaping to talk about ways you can do it at minimal cost. So thank you for being here tonight.
Oh, you're welcome.
So let's dive in. You say we can add heat-loving and drought-tolerant plants to our landscape.
Yes. Every homeowner always requests that, that we install something that they don't have to water. Now, anything that you plant the first week, you definitely need to water, but when they're in nurseries, they need to be weaned out, so like a baby kind of. So in nurseries, they water them all day, every day, and so for the first couple of days, any plants that you get, you want to go down to like 2 days, water them twice a day, and then after the third day.
So which ones should we choose?
As everything that I have here are drought tolerant.
Okay.
And these are pestamins. Pestamins come back year after year. Butterflies love them. And you can find them at any local nursery.
They come in great colors? Like, do they only come in this pink?
Actually come in pink, purple, white. So they have an array of colors.
Right.
Almost any perennial. You want to choose a perennial like a hosta. Hostas are definitely drought tolerant, and daylilies.
Okay.
So I highly recommend those. Now, also.
Go ahead.
No, annuals. So sometimes, I always recommend annuals because they give you instant color and long-lasting color.
Okay.
They don't come back, but like we have vinca and marigold. Now, the African marigold is the one that would be most drought tolerant. And then vinca, it loves more shade, like part sun to shade.
Okay.
And vinca does well with like soil that does not hold a lot of water.
Okay, what's the price point on all these?
Price point. Now, the perennials will be most expensive. They range from $5 to $7. Annuals go down to $1 to $2 each.
All right. A lot of folks interested in building perhaps their own compost pile. What advice do you have for them?
Compost pile. Stay away from processed things. So I would only put in like grass, things that you get out of your, like bananas, things that are organic. Coffee grounds are great.
Okay.
So anything that's more organic, nothing that would be processed, I would stay away from that. And also add topsoil to it.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know to add topsoil and turn it like every 2 weeks.
There you have it. What is the best way to choose plants at a local store? Because I feel like you go back there and you see this huge, set up display, and it can be a little overwhelming if you don't know what you want or what to look for.
I would definitely start with a color scheme, but as far as choosing the plants, everyone normally chooses plants that are in full bloom. I recommend not to choose a plant that's in full bloom. Choose a plant that's, when they're in full bloom, they've already reached their roots. Okay. And so you want to get something that's not blooming or is starting to bloom because their roots will grow faster. And so, and they haven't, a plant's job is to produce flowers, and if you purchase them already producing flowers or producing a lot of flowers, they're not going to grow a lot in your garden.
All right, good to know. Anything else you wanted to add, Cathay?
Also, pinch away deadhead is what you call it, and that'll continue blooms throughout the whole summer.
Okay, and by that you mean blooms that have died.
Right, blooms that have died.
That's what I thought, but
and
just to be sure.
But also, you can, when you purchase a plant, you could also take off the current blooms, and that will also help it, encourage it to grow roots.
Oh.
So either one.
So there is a little bit of a loophole for buying a plant that's already blooming.
Yes.
Good to know. We've got a lot more information up on WBTV.com about this, folks. You know where to look. The Web Extra section on the homepage. It is your friend. Cathay Dawkins from Dawkins Landscaping. Appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you, Brigida.
Back to you, Delano.
All right.